Hey guys, what is up? AwesomeTheSauce here, and today we are gonna talk about a very interesting topic, which are, in my opinion, the most interesting side quests. I actually had some input from other people. You know who you are, so I appreciate you. You know, if you helped me make this list, I appreciate you. With that being said, guys, please do leave a like if you're excited for this top 5. I mean, they definitely seem to be the things a lot of people enjoy. And today, I thought that I would go with side quests. You know, a lot of people, they don't really pay attention as much to side quests, but some of them actually, you know, they show a lot about, you know, just the game in general. So the first one, I mean, it's not going to be a big major one, but it's definitely something that was brought to my attention, and I thought it was really cool. So basically, it's a side quest that basically you can only do one time, and that's actually really rare in this game. So if you're ever curious exactly what it is, you know, I mean, hey, why not? It's worth a look. So let's visit it, guys. So here we are. This dungeon is indeed a dungeon where once you do it once, you can never ever do it again. Basically, I don't even remember the plot behind this dungeon, but it's actually, from what I remember, it's a really cool dungeon. I enjoyed doing it. It's one of the first things in the game, actually, that you encounter besides Sunken City, where you have to do multiple boss fights to get to the end. So it's kind of cool. It's a hidden plot line in itself. I think it's about a cyclops or a spider something. You know, honestly, I can't say that I know exactly what it's about, but it's definitely very interesting, so give it a try if you want. The next thing on the list is something that I've actually mentioned in previous videos, but it's by far one of my favorite side quests. Like, literally, if you're bored and you're thinking, you know, what am I doing with my life? You know, I gotta play some Wiz. You know, just I would revisit this. It's a lot easier as a higher level as well, so it's definitely worth going to, and it is in the magical world of Wisteria. Definitely one of my favorite dungeons. So guys, to get this quest, you have to be done with Wisteria, you have to be level 60, and you have to talk to Belladonna Crisp.
I'm glad you stopped by. Strange stories have reached my ears. Tales of a sorcerer inhabiting a tower on Pegasus Place. They call him Lion Lawstriker, and it is said that he has dark plans for all of Wisteria and the rest of the Spiral. Lion has possession of a powerful magic gem that gives him incredible powers, a gem known as the Heart of the Helephant. Go and investigate the sealed tower of the Helephant on Pegasus Place. Recover the Heart of the Helephant and bring it to me. The doors to the tower are sealed, so you may need to find another way into the tower. I'm sure you will find a means.
So guys, this is definitely a very interesting quest. It talks about this guy. Basically, he's a draconian. That's the theme of the thing. He's a draconian who has this thing called the Heart of the Spiral. Heart of the Helephant. And it's called the Tower of the Helephant because he enslaves his elephant. Why do I recommend doing this side quest? Well, one, it's very challenging. It basically used to, like, if you know anyone with the Alpha and Omega ring or the Blade of the Fell Titan, which I don't have here, basically the level 60 version of these are actually over here. So it's a very interesting quest for sure. If you haven't checked it out, definitely 10 out of 10 would recommend it. And basically, once you actually do it, you can discover secrets. And the elephant in this tower is actually from a world called Yago, and it basically it explores a world that we've never heard of before in a very interesting way. So I definitely recommend it. It's a cool quest, you know, you save the spiral in your own way. So now to number 3, guys. Alright guys, number 3 on the list is one of the history quests. Now, if you're wondering what I'm talking about when I say the history quests, I'm talking about like those history quests as in like the ones in every single world where you collect various pieces of history and eventually they come together to form a story of the world's past. Now, where I am is Azteca's history right here.
In the beginning, there was the first world. At the center of the first world stood Bartleby, the World Tree. Bartleby was tended by Grandmother Raven, the wisest of us. Throughout the first world lived the Aztecosaurs, and all was good. Then the three titans came to the first world.
Now, the reason why we're visiting Aztecas is because it has to be one of the most accurate, because these are the first world beings. So you gotta look at this, all right? You gotta look at it.
The Aztecosaurs watched in awe and terror as the titans battled each other for supremacy. The first world was destroyed by the unending battle of storm, fire, and ice.
This is definitely, in my opinion, the best side quest to do if you ever want to know about the history of Azteca and the first world in general. It's very, very interesting.
Great Bartleby, the world tree, lifted his branches to sing the song of creation. The ancient Aztecosaurs watched and listened. The titans closed their eyes and fell into a deep slumber. And Bartleby sang the spiral into form out of the fragments of the first world. These ancient Aztecosaurs, known as the Lords of Night, promised to steward this song of creation.
So you get a little explanation of the Aztecosaurs and why they were so relevant in terms of Morganthe. She wanted to know the Song of Creation, so she got against them. But it's really cool because you also get an illustration of the Storm Titan, which we've actually never seen before.
The Ravenwood grew up around Bartleby as the center of magic, and cultures spread through the young spiral worlds. The Aztecosaurs built a great empire in Azteca, centered around the City of Three Winds.
So, again, it shows a little bit of, a little bit of history on Azteca specifically there. This one is very, very interesting.
The Lords of Night saw that one day dread Xibalba will come to Azteca, and from that place of fear comes the Shadow. Xibalba brings a reign of pain and tears to Azteca, and the people suffer.
So this is like, this is Shadow, this is Morganthe, she's coming. And this one is obviously, the ending is just great. I really have to recommend this quest, it's great.
The Horn of Huracan will summon the Azure Shining One, a champion of light, to battle the Shadow. The Lords of Night will witness the final confrontation between light and shadow. The wheel turns, and this too will pass.
Now what's very, very interesting about this is that the Lord of Knights are captured by Morganthe, and they actually do witness us in Chrysalis. That's what that final battle is. So they actually, they kind of foresaw that. Why do I recommend this? Well, you get a depiction of the Storm Titan. It's very, very cool in my opinion. It's literally a Storm Lord, if you noticed. And you also get a nice little history of the first world and exactly how it happened. And very, very interestingly, it said, then came the Storm, Fire, and Ice Titan. So we have no idea who actually created them. We have no idea. So it's a really, really cool insight. If you guys were curious about it, I just wanted to show it to you. And now we go to the next quest. Now this place, I can't stop raving about. Like, I can't, alright? This is just easily the best quest ever. Now, I'm not going to go through all of this, just because, it's not exactly, like, it's something that I've already done before, and it's, I'll link the video in the description if you guys want to learn about the Orb quest in general, but it talks about the Grand Prophecy, and it actually gives a little bit of a hint what happens in the third arc, so I definitely recommend this one. It's a beautiful room. You actually learn about the history of the Spiral once again, just like you learned about it in the world of Azteca, except you learn about a little different side of it. It's the same history, different side of it. Very, very interesting if you're into the lore of this game. And now, guys, without further ado, we're going to go to number 1, which I can guarantee to you, you do not know about. No, I'm kidding. I can't guarantee it, but, like, really, it's one of the most hidden things in this entire game. Alright guys, so the reason this side quest is so hard to get is because you need to do a different quest. So you have to talk to this giraffe right here and do the quest where you have to collect a key from a Black Tusk cultist. It should be the only side quest that's actually available if you've done the entire main quest. But basically what that does is it gives you access to the Waterfront library. Now generally you should actually want to still do this quest, mainly because by going in here you can do the quest where you can uncover the history of Zafaria. You know, that's generally the incentive to do this, but a lot of people don't because, as far as I know, there's no treasure point, not treasure point, training point involved. Let's see. I still have it. I know I never did it. Yeah, it's 110 gold, so very few people do it. Obviously, no surprise there. But basically, when you enter the library, this is one of the most locked areas ever. You see, you know, you can basically get that stone over there. I mean, that Akkadian stone thing, that's another thing that you fix in another side quest. But we're here for this. This is a very interesting side quest.
Alyssa was an exile from the lost city of Alisar. She fled Zafaria to learn magic throughout the spiral. Alyssa brought her knowledge and skills back home, and many flocked to her side. They made her into their queen. At Queen Alyssa's command, Stone Town was founded. It became the center of the Oliphant nation. Queen Alyssa joined the Council of Light against Morganth, but she would not live to see their triumph over the shadows.
So basically what the shows, first off, is that Queen Alyssa actually used to be part of the Council of Light, which is kind of dope in my opinion. But also, that there's a city called Alisar that we've never been to. You know, it's a lost city. Now, do I think that it's necessarily a world? If it is a world, then it has to be very, very close to Zafaria for it to be exiled from there, and for it to come back home and they have to call it Zafaria. You know, I think it's more of an area, like Aquila is in Wizard City, or, you know, something like that. I think it would be a great, great place for a dungeon, but that's my personal opinion. I think it could even be a world. It's a lost city, and there's, you know, Old Cobb talks about hidden lands and broken shores in his prophecy, so it could be a hidden land, who knows. Anyways, guys, that being said, I gotta leave you guys off with that. Hope you guys enjoyed some of these side quests. Obviously, some of them were much more interesting than others. Tell me, what do you guys think? Have you done more interesting side quests than this? Like, do you think that I'm just a scrub that just, you know, messed up on this video? Please roast me in the comments if you believe so. And if someone hasn't told you you're awesome today, guys, they're doing something wrong. So stay awesome, bruh. Leave a like, leave a comment, start a discussion. And yeah,